guys have gone against the last 5 weeks. What does it say about this leadership of this team when you guys responded the way that you did today?
It says that we got guys that know what they're doing, and they're leading us this whole season. Like last year, we had a loss to Ole Miss, and we had to kind of start a whole season over. But now we're undefeated because we got guys that who are older, who are leading us and telling us exactly what we need to do. So each and every game, we go out there and do what we're supposed to do just because of those leaders.
Does that come easy? That type? It's one thing to improve as a player on the field, but when you're talking about an intangible like that, how tough is that to improve as a leader like that and grow? Something that you aspire for.
Yeah, it's always hard. But you being a leader, you always want to be perfect, to be honest with you. And sometimes when you mess up, you kind of get down a little bit, and because you want to show the best performance that you can for the guys that's behind you. So, but overall, our leaders do a very good job with leading us, and I'm impressed with all of them. Really, to be honest with you.
Ryan Anderson called it a race to the quarterback last week. Do
Yeah.
you guys feel that when you're on the field? Like, I got to get there
every time. Whenever we rush, and it's always a race to the quarterback.
Do you ever look over and say, "Damn, I was there and Tim already got there"?
Yeah, always. Sometimes when we're rushing, I'll look over and he'll see me. I'm like, I'm about to go rush. So yeah, it's kind of like that.
10 games in, how would you describe this defense?
This defense, I feel like we're a lot more dominant now, but there are little things that we still got to work on. I feel like it's a lot more things that we can do to even be better. So overall, I think we're doing pretty good.
The key to stopping their quarterback, very mobile, can hurt you.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about it.
Like I said, man, just little things like that. I feel like we just got to work on just with our pass rushing, making sure that we get to the quarterback. Making sure that we retrace more instead of just rushing up the field. We face a guy kind of like that with Deshaun Watson. Little things like that we just got to work on.
3 sacks everybody looks at sacks, but 12 quarterback hurries. Do you guys look at that number of contacting the quarterback?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We look at that number because, to be honest with you, most of the guys that rush, we don't really care about the sacks. It's just if we can affect the quarterback. So little things like that we try to do.
Is there a goal number-wise that you're trying to hit in a game?
Not a goal number, but if we just try to affect him as much as possible. Just to try to at least get a hand on him and affect his throwing.
Do you feel those hits, even when they're not sacked, sort of add up? Do you see it in the second half?
Yeah, they do add up. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Try to get a hand on him, affect him in any way that we can, so he can kind of get off his game.
Feeding off the quarterback pressure coming, looking at the defensive line, those guys occupy a lot of blocks, which frees up the linebackers. Can you talk about those guys up front? Maybe it doesn't show up in the stats, but when they're occupying 2 blockers, it can really help you guys free up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just with the lineman itself, them taking on double teams and holding their gaps, it always helps the linebackers. It always makes our job a lot easier. Also for the DBs as well, being able to fit off of us too. So overall, I think as a defense, we all try to be in sync, and when we do that, we're dominant.
Rashaan, I think some people were expecting maybe an LSU hangover for this team. You guys to struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about the way you took care of business and what that says about the leadership of this team.
Leadership with the older guys, also with Coach Saban. He tells us not to be complacent. Always, treat every game like the same, to be honest with you, and that's exactly what we did this game.
And the way you played Fitzgerald, Coach said that playing against Hurts every day of practice helps you.
Yeah, it does. Just having a mobile quarterback like Hurts, and it helps a lot, because we've faced many mobile quarterbacks, and the fact that Jalen's one of those top guys that can actually run, it helps a lot.
All right, thanks.